I've been so busy this morning, so busy. I'm actually just trying to. I've got like a projector set up behind my phone, and I want to see if it makes it easier if I can actually get my live stream. Let's have a look. Yo, how are we this morning still? How are we?
The tributes are pouring in tonight for the actor Patrick Swayze. He
Turn
died
that down.
at the age of 57.
What up? Let's have a look. Hello. Okay. So I don't really know how to do this, you see. Ah, more. Code. Hello. What's up, brother? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, I'm sort of a bit late. I did say I'll be on a bit earlier today. But what I'm doing, I tell you what I'll do, I'll turn you around. You might be able to help me. I've got a cheap projector, right? My idea was, my wife's birthday's coming up. And I wanted to put a projector out in the garden and put a film on and, you know, just have like a nice, memorable birthday. So I bought this projector and I thought, well, what if I go live? If I go live, I can put it on the projector behind my phone or my camera, and I can see what people put. So I'll tell you now, make it easier. So that's my little projector that I've got set up. I'm on YouTube at the minute, and I'm trying to find me. I'm trying to find this live. Now I don't even know if you can do that, but my idea is, that's what I'm trying to do. So. Oh, thanks, man. Joseph, thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. Hello. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, we've got a good community here, haven't we? I mean, I did say I'd be on a bit earlier this morning, but it's quite nice. You know what? I don't go out very often. I haven't got many friends, and that's the truth. I'm sure you know my story by now. I'm clean and sober. I've been for 6 years. Still trying, still working hard. I know we've all got struggles, and we have. Mentally, I'm not the strongest in the world, and us boys and girls need to talk, don't we, a bit more. How did you know I was wearing shorts? That's impossible. Ow. Oh, I just twacked my arm. I imagine they're probably Primark shorts, and I've just proper belted my arm. Howdy. Yeah, I'm probably a bit more manic today. Yeah, you probably spotted that. I've got... I keep saying, I don't like saying it, but it's sort of undiagnosed bipolar. I'm going through all the screening tests and everything. I'm so up and so down. I do apologise if I'm a bit manic or if I'm a bit depressed. I'll try and be honest with you. I'll try and tell you the truth anyway. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. Like I say, us guys got to talk a bit more. You do birdhouses? I do. Can you see him from there? I bet you can't see him. Let's have a look. I'll take you down. There's my birdhouses. Look. So. There's one with my little hashtag man on. He's my little sort of mascot type of person. There you go. I'll turn you around. There's some more. There's my little hashtags. Bed boxes, phone holders. You know, little phone holders. Look. Can you see them? So yeah, all sorts of stuff. Just crafty stuff and what we all up to today. And this is what I was just talking to. I was just talking to my friend on here. I've put a projector up behind my camera. I'll turn you around. So there's my projector. It's only, I've just made it, it's basically a masking tape screen. But I thought it would be good if I could find myself on live. I can read your comments whilst I'm working, rather than have to keep looking at my phone. You want one for your bike? Email me at awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. We'll sort something out. Listen, I've got an Etsy shop where you can buy stuff. However, if you're a subscriber, don't go and buy stuff on my Etsy shop. Or I'll give you a promotional code, 33% I think I can give. But if you email me and you like doing your crafts, and I'm happy to do a bit of a swap. I like swapping with people because it gets me things like this. These bowls and stuff like that. There's another little hashtag I made. So yeah, email me, awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. We'll do a swap. Tell me what you make, tell me what you do. You send me some of yours, and I'll send you some of mine. How about that? And anyone's the same, honestly. I don't get paid or sponsored. This is what I do. I've got epilepsy. I've been clean and sober for 6 years. I come round here and let's face facts, I try and make a few things and talk mental health, and just try and keep going, keep positive, eh? I'm trying. Sorry, yeah, I'm a bit manic. Yes, my art's not great. I tell you what I did do. Let me turn the lights on. Hang on, I'll tell you what. I've got multiple camera holders. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me just turn this light on and I can show you a few bits. Sorry if I'm a bit manic. In fact, let me go in the house and take the tablets because they might calm me down a bit. Breathe. How are we all anyway today? It's very warm. It's not as warm around the side of my house, to be fair. Just bear with me. I'll be taking my tablets. Yeah, this is a package that David, he sent me them bowls. Yes, thank you, David. So I've got him a hashtag and a phone stand in there. So, too many tablets to take. Bear with me. Okay, I'm chilling that bit now. There for a sec. I'm back. I am British. I'm English, and I'm in England. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Do you know what? It really does help. What was I doing? It really does help that you guys are here. Like I said, I don't get out very often. I stick to myself. Do you know what happened yesterday? Let me tell you something. So, me and my wife had an appointment. Like I said, I've got epilepsy and it's not really under control. I probably seizure once a week, once every 2 weeks. It fucks with my mental health horrible. So we had an appointment yesterday, and normally I wouldn't park in a disabled spot. We have got a disabled badge, just in case my wife needs to get me back to the car, or if I have an episode, she can get to the car easier. But if I'm feeling okay, we don't normally park in a disabled spot, 'cause I'm sure there's people out there that need it more than me. So we went to this appointment, and we parked in a disabled spot because there was nowhere else to park. There was lots of disabled spots because it was actually in a residential home where some healthcare professionals rent a room. So we parked in this disabled spot, and this van screams in behind us and says, "What are you doing parking there? Move." So I says, "Mate, why are you talking to me like this?" He says, "You don't live here, fucking move." So I says, "Right," and I'd lost my shit a little bit, which I don't normally do. "Get out of the van." I said, "Get out of the van." He says, "I can't, I'm in a wheelchair." So I was like, oh, Christ. You can't win. So I said, "Look, you need to not talk to people like that. Not all disabilities you can see." Isn't that true? One day I'll be famous. No, I don't think so. Yeah, you know what? It's a rented house. It is. We class it as our own. We look after it as if it was our own because it is ours. But in theory, it's not. It's rented. Yeah, I messed my life up a little bit. Like I said, I've been clean and sober for 6 years, but before that, I wasted all my money. I say all my money. I never really had a lot of money, but I could have done better. Let's put it that way. But there's nothing I could do about it now, apart from live my life better. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and live my life better. And hopefully, somebody told me once, keep good people around you, and good things will happen. No truer words said. I also practice stoicism, which is. It's a lovely way to think. You know, it's keeping yourself centered, trying to cut out all the noise. I try with my mindset. I desperately do. Hey up, John. You're right, mate. I do try with my my mindset. Yes, John. I know exactly, mate. I know. And the thing is, I love stoicism. Say that's great. You don't see many people saying that. It's great, isn't it? When you find stoicism, there's 18 people on it now. I tell you what, if all 18 of you just later on today, just before you go into bed, just think to yourself, stoicism, what is it? Click on it, write stoicism in. It's beautiful. It is. It's a way of thinking. It's not a cult or a religion. It's just a way of thinking. So, yeah, you're right. You know, I used to be. Don't have time to think about the disability. Yes. I had another one. I'll give you another situation. This was a bit of a kick in the nuts. I went to see. I don't go out very often because of that reason. I don't know why. I just seem to attract people that don't like me. I don't know why. So we went to Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it was the first time I've been out in a long time, certainly to a concert. And I went with my brother-in-law, but we had to go through the disabled bit because obviously, if anything was to happen to me at a concert, I'd go down. You know, someone's got to come and get me and drag me out. So I felt okay, but obviously for my brother-in-law's sake, I thought, well, we'll do it the right way, just in case anything was to happen. So we have to stand in the sort of the disabled line bit. And a big doorman come up, looked at me, and it was very obvious. He looked me up and down. Like that. What you stood in this queue for? I says, mate. I said, you can't see all disabilities. And he went, why? What have you got? I thought, how rude. And I said, maybe I shouldn't have, but I said, you know what? I've got epilepsy. You can't see it. I said, but if something was to happen to me, you'd have to try and fish me out the crowd. I said, so this is the reason why I'm stood here, because I was told to. And it makes you not want to do it. It makes you not want to go out, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, John, how you doing? Yes, you're dead right. Great way of thinking, John. Great way of thinking. Yes, challenges. Yeah. So what was I doing? I was showing you something, wasn't I? Oh yeah, someone said about artwork. Now I don't class this as art. I hope you know that. So this one here is called My Dead Cat. Basically, my wife had a cat, and we had to get it cremated because it died. And she gave me a little bit of the ashes, and all I did was drip paint on that, just as an example. She was looking at getting them crystals made, and I said, you've got to be careful with these crystal things, because honestly, I've looked into it, and I think they're a bit of bullshit. So you can put some ashes in paint. Now, I'm no artist. I'm sure I've got some artists on at the minute. This one's got Grandad's sawdust in it. So we've got a 90-year-old Grandad, and I cut a tree down and kept some of the sawdust, and I just put it with the paint. Splashed it on. That's about as far as I go with my artwork. But it's got some sort of meaning, or could have some sort of meaning to it. I did that just for ideas for people. I like ideas. Anybody's got any ideas for me to make something out of metal or wood or anything like that, somebody give me this. It's a bit of a safari, I don't know what you'd say, but it's rusty, so I need to give it a clean up. My wife loves lions, so that's a little bit of a project I've got on. I've got a fire pit table that I'm trying to work out how to do. Yeah, and you know what, John? It's really weird. For the first time this morning, this is true, and thank you for the 15 people that are on. I woke up and I come round here and I thought I'm a bit late because I did say I'll come on a little bit earlier today. And I felt good about talking to you. And John, you know, we've spoken a lot, and it's nice. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. And I know that's maybe a bit sad, but it's true. It's how I feel. And I've got really nice people that talk. Yes, Simon, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, mate. Do you think if I kept it the rust, I know what you're saying, and maybe put a back on it or a frame and have it black back or white back so it stands out? I absolutely agree with you. It was stood in the corner of my workshop and it's gone rusty, and I thought, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not brilliant with vision when it comes to making things. I'm okay as I go along, and I'll do it as I go along, but I find that people have really good visions of things to do. Wall mount mobile phone holder for the toilet. I did one. I need to find it now, don't I? I actually did one. I did a toilet roll holder with a phone stand on top. All my stuff's up here, that's what I'm looking at now. So someone actually said that, and I think it's that one. You watch me fall now. Oh yeah. So that's a door wedge. Yeah, I did. I've got to show. It is. So let's pretend that's my phone. So I did a phone wall mount, phone stand, so if you're on the toilet, yeah, someone asked for one, and I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do that. So all I did was make a little bit of a box together, make a cutout, and your phone stands on there. I know, this is funny. Someone told me, great minds think alike. And when someone said it, I laughed. And I was like, I'd give that a go. Anything you can think of, either email me or let me know. And Exactamundo says hi. Hi. Tim. Snack holder while I'm wiping my arse. Okay. Yeah. It's an interesting one. Yeah. John, all you got to do is email me, mate. Email me and we'll do a swap on something. I'm happy to do swaps. I like swaps. Hey up, Jim. On you meant me at work. Okay, who cares? See, that's amazing. See, I can't. The whole sketch, that dog, I can actually sketch detail by detail. See, I can't do that. I can't. Jim, you've just given me a great idea, mate. My coffee's over here. Jim, you might be able to help me. So, I bought a little cheap projector, 75 quid, to do Kim a bit of a birthday night movie outside. I'm trying to find. I've got YouTube on it here, and I thought if I can get me up now live, I can see your comments in big writing, and I won't have to sort of walk. Don't want to be ignorant and not talk to people, because I quite like talking to people. Electrics is your thing, is it, John? Oh. Yeah, see you again. Thanks, man. That dog. Electrics isn't my thing. I can do basics. I do love my lights, and well, I'll show you outside. For those of you that are new, I've been doing my garden. I did have chickens, but they made a right mess. So, excuse the washing behind me. What I did is my chickens were here, but now I've made the border. I've done a few videos on this, and I put lights in. So I put the lights on. Probably won't be able to see great, but. And I made my pizza oven, which is over there. That works amazing. Right. So, I don't know if you can see. I can't really see my phone very well. Yeah, you can. So, them lights are off Amazon, and obviously they're waterproof and everything else. But I've just got to get some soil in the border and get some flowers in. But this looks better than when the chickens were here. They made it such a mess. If you're ever going to keep chickens, do more research than I did. The smell, the rats, awful. Awful. I love the chickens, but the rats and the smell I don't miss. You've got to be American, haven't you? Light Seek 88. Fraternity. We don't really have fraternities, do we? In England? I don't think we do. The projector, yes. I can't seem to get me, whilst I'm doing this, I can't seem to get me on it. And I don't know why. And I just thought it would be easier if it's big on the wall. I can see the messages and the text, and I can talk to you back whilst I'm doing something. I feel like I should be doing something when I'm on live. Do you know what I mean? Light Seek 88. Are you really in San Diego? That's amazing. Is it warm there? I love how you say Tuesday. I'm definitely going to use that. Frank Castle, it's Tuesday, isn't it? It is Tuesday. You got me thinking. Yeah, it is. But I'm definitely going to write Tuesday like that because I'm dyslexic as well, so I'll get away with it. Art with Hazel. Are you? Sounds daft. Your name is Art with Hazel. Hazel. So that not artwork, but you know when I put ashes in my paint, I used this paint. It's just cheap stuff. It's just cheap. But I found that I'm not the best artist. I'm really not. And all I thought was I could just do some drips. Have you ever done anything with ashes? Like pet ashes and things like that? Because a few people have asked me, and I said, you know what, from my point of view, you'd have to find a good artist, give them a small amount of ashes, and then put it either in the paint or in something. It's memory. 98 yesterday. Oh my God, 98 degrees. I've logged into my channel, Jim, right? Oh, see. Oh, okay. I know what you're saying now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to run in real time, if that makes sense. 98 degrees is hot. What are we here? Well, around here I've got my little... You can see that. So it's 22.7, which is... I don't know what I've done. 22.7 round here, so it's pretty warm. I have got my little fan on. I'm drinking my coffee. You do your jellyfish, do you really? Really? Oh, I'd love to see that. Email me. Email me, Hazel. woodworkinglife@hotmail.com. I'd love to see that. Normally a couple of minutes behind, so I'll have another look. So I'm looking, sorry if I'm a bit all over the place today. I've had my tablets. Let's have a look. So it says live now. Wow. I don't know what we're doing. Fahrenheit. So what are we all doing today? Jim's on a break. Where are we in the world? And how are you feeling? How are we doing? I feel okay. I feel like I'm getting a bit manic again, and the cycle starts again. But I feel okay. I feel okay at the minute. I don't know what I'm doing here. Are we at work? Have we got the day off? Are we in front of what country are we in? I was talking to a couple of guys from India yesterday. What's going on here? Library. No, I don't know. Sorry, I'm distracted. Can I eat one? Absolutely not. Simon says we're in SW. What, Nash, what are you saying please at, man? Art with Hazel. In India is very hot. Yeah, I think, I can't remember who I was talking to, but they said it was ridiculously hot. Rohonda Valleys? Rohonda? Where's that? Good luck, Jim. Me and Jim are good friends, and we have very similar struggles, don't we, Jim? Life's hard. Life's hard. It can be hard, and that's why stoicism is good to look at. I'm on a job in Mountain Ash. Is that are you really? South Wales. Love Wales. Last time I went, actually, we failed to climb Snowdonia. It's my brother Nick's birthday. The car bros. Sorry, my dyslexia is stupid. Yeah, good luck, mate. Let us know how you get on. I've done therapy. I don't know if it's therapy you're going to. I did Narcotics Anonymous for a while, but I found there was quite a lot of people that were glorifying it, sort of having fun about talking about the old days and how twisted that they got, and I didn't really like that, and I got offered to be sold drugs, which didn't help. Oh, North Wales, excuse me, is Snowdon. It was so blowy and so windy, rain terrible. It wasn't safe for the kids, but love Wales, beautiful country. You from Qatar? Yeah, nice one, Jim. Over everyone's head. Probably over my head. If I'm reading it, it probably is over my head, because I'm not a great reader. Adil Hamid from England. Are you asking me if I'm from England, or are you from England? Okay, Penya Fan, highest mountain, bro. Yeah, I know you're messing around, but ultimately, I'm taking my vitamins. My drug of choice was Coke, and yeah, I got into a real tangle with it. So, and I've got kids now as well, and it scares the shit out of me, to be perfectly honest with you. My workshop's not very organised at the minute, if I'm honest. And again, my idea was that I'd put live on, I'd talk to you as best I could whilst I'm tidying up. I've got this screen behind me, which is just a little projector that I bought off Amazon, which is good because you can put Amazon Prime on it and you can put it outside. It goes up to about 120 inches and it was 75 quid. But I thought if I can get me, I'll tell you what I could do. I could probably mirror my phone. That might work. Nash, hard point in your life, yeah. Take care, Jim. Have a good day. Show me your shop, sure. Slow neat. Sorry, my reading is terrible. Yeah, see, I get a bit obsessed with everything and anything. I've been obsessed with the gym and stuff before. Me and my wife used to go every day. So I've had a bit of time off, and yes, I'm ready back for the gym. I've put on weight and I need to get back to the gym. I am trying to drop some weight, to be honest with you, before I get back. Yeah, I'll show you around, of course. What's the problem? So this is why I say it's a little bit of a mess at the minute. So I've got all my screws and bits and pieces back here. I've got like, I have like standing, sort of standing desks, I suppose, to do different things. This is my sort of main desk. I've got my iPad, paints and drawing things, and there's my log burner for the winter. It's great in the winter. I did make a noose. It's not me being morbid, because I did actually mention this yesterday. I do some lights with it's actually rope cord. So my idea was, look, if I turn it on, I actually thought I like doing movie memorabilia, because I'm going to make a Freddy glove. That's one of the will be one of the fingers. I did a Negan bat. I've done the Ouija board from Ouija. There you go. There, look. I try also. It's only 2 meters by 7 meters, but it gives me my own space. It gives me a chance to talk to like-minded people, and it gives me a chance to maybe earn some money and craft fairs. And you don't sort of know what doors are going to open for you, do you? You know, or who you'll meet along the way. Funny enough, I did actually have a really nice email off somebody yesterday. I've been mentioning about maybe a meet-up or like a woodland walk. There's my walking sticks all drying next to the fire. A woodland walk or a craft fair, or some of the stuff that you guys send me or make or send me photos of. I got a beautiful lamp photo yesterday out of a big lump of oak. If we could get together and do a big craft fair or something like that, you know, I think we'd do really well. Some of the stuff that you guys make, I mean, mine's pretty basic really, with the bird boxes and stuff, but some of your stuff is great. And if we could get a craft fair together, and get together, maybe we could all make a few quid. And somebody emailed me yesterday and said that they'd got their own field and woodland, and we would be more than welcome to either set up a craft fair or go for a woodland walk and pick up some walking sticks and some driftwood and have a chat and maybe go for some breakfast and have a coffee. Now, I know that's not going to be opened up for everybody. I understand that, you know, it's limited, and I haven't got millions and millions of subscribers. So I suppose my idea is, I just like the idea of helping people that are struggling with their mental health, the same as me. Because you guys honestly help me, genuinely, and I mean that. I love you know what, it's like a little, do you know what I class my little workshop as? It's a bit more like a crazy laboratory. You know, I'll make different things, I'll have a go at different lights. I've got, you know, light things like this. I mean, it's a mess, but light box that I made for my little hashtag. I've got my screen up. These things are great off Amazon. You know, you can turn them different colours, and I love Christmas, hence the constant Christmas tree. I love strange things. I love movie memorabilia. I love movies. And when you're what's the word? Not agoraphobic. I wouldn't say I'm agoraphobic. Maybe a little. I don't go out very often, and I do feel a bit anxious when I do go out. I'll be dead real with you. I mean, there's nearly 30 people on, and I don't think I've ever said this. The biggest problem with me going out and about in public is if I have a seizure, I can wet myself, and that's embarrassing. And I wake up, and it's happened before, and I wake up and it's fucking carnage. My wife's a mess, people around me are ringing ambulance. I'll be back, I promise.